here I stand, communicating to you through a screen. Similar to so many interactions that you probably have every day now that we've entered this new hybrid way of working. How has technology changed the way we communicate in the workplace? And perhaps more importantly, what are the watchouts as you continue to effectively communicate with your peers, with your managers, with those in your organization? Well, I've got some answers. Let's get it. Technology has changed our world and humanity in definitely more ways than one. And perhaps the most impactful way is how we communicate, how we connect with those in the workplace. Only a few years ago, concepts like remote work and hybrid work environment were quite strange and foreign. Yet in a short 2-year window, the amount of people working from home has tripled. And the World Bank now estimates that in higher income countries, about 25 to 30% of all work could be performed from home. Well, by the end of this video, you're going to have a better understanding of how technology has impacted communication in the workplace in 3 different ways. You'll also have awareness of 3 watch-out areas as you strive to effectively communicate with your peers, your coworkers, your direct reports, and even your management. The first impactful change that technology has introduced in the way that we communicate is the pace and the reach. Right now, it feels like the world has just shrunk. We were able to communicate with our colleagues, with our coworkers, thousands of miles away on the other side of the world simply by tapping our fingertips on a screen. We can be in our homes, looking through a camera lens, connecting and communicating with someone clear on the other side of the world. And as a result, messages, notably short form platforms like text and Slack, are becoming shorter and shorter, more and more abbreviated, as we're making more and more assumptions about our reader, that they're actually in our heads and have read our minds about what we really mean. And that brings me to the first watch out, and that is the increased risk or opportunity for misinterpretation. As we start chunking our text messages and our Slack messages shorter and shorter, using more LOLs and all the other abbreviations that aren't coming to me right now, there's an opportunity for things to get misinterpreted. And so it's becoming a challenge to find ways to eloquently and succinctly communicate our meaning through these channels. But it's so important that you remain in tune that there's opportunity for things to get misinterpreted as you're looking to get things very brief, very short, using a lot of abbreviations. Just know that that's a risk. The second impactful change, and probably the one that's been the most notable, is now there are multiple avenues to communicate. Phone calls, video conferencing, text messages, Slack, Skype, Zoom, which is a video conferencing platform, and actually talking face to face. And so what that's inviting us is from individual to individual to find preferences, the way that we like to communicate to others and the way that we like to receive communication. And that might change from individual to individual. My personal preference is written communication. So I love emailing, I love texting, but there are individuals that I work with, that I partner with, who love hopping on a phone call. I think they do that probably to reduce that risk that I mentioned about misinterpretation, because you can find that a lot with text messages and written communication. And that actually brings me to my second watch out. Don't assume what another individual's preferences are. Just because you like written communication, you like email and text message, doesn't mean that the individual you're communicating with prefers that. So in today's state and our climate, given the way technology has come through and really changed the way that we communicate with each other in the workplace, have those conversations when you're first engaging with someone. What's your preferred method of communication? Do you prefer phone calls? Do you like video? Do you like text messages? Understand what that is for that individual, and don't assume that you know their preferred avenue. By the way, if you're getting value from this content, you dig talking about change, this is the channel for you. Make sure you subscribe, like, click notification. I drop videos like this all the time. Once you're subscribed, you'll get notified when a video drops. All right, let's get back into it. This reminds me of one of my good friends and colleagues, Erica Dewan. She's a rock star thought leader, and she coined the phrase digital body language. This is something that's become very relevant in today's way of communicating. It's the text messages, it's the abbreviations, it's the LOLs, it's the emojis. When we use those types of language, it's something that we now have to learn as we're getting to know individuals and as we're communicating. A smiley face to me might mean something very different to you. And so it's important that you're aware that there is a such thing as digital body language, understanding how that is being interpreted by those who are viewing your text, viewing your messages. Man, I just realized I'm having way too much fun looking at this lens, communicating to you. So we're going to wrap up this portion of the video and join me for video 2.